In the previous lecture, I have explained you how to use the man pages. And you could use either man command inside of the Linux shell, or you could use online man pages and get help online. And we have found out that man pages are not available out of the box in the Ubuntu Docker container. And the reason for that is very simple. Developers of Docker images try to make them as small as possible, and that's why they include only necessary utilities inside of every image. And they have considered that man utility is not used very often and it increases size of the image, and that's why they have simply excluded it from basic image. And we have used two different commands in order to get man pages working inside of the shell in the Ubuntu container. And first command was unminimize, and the second command was installation of the man-db using apt get utility. And actually just in one lecture I have explained you how you could install additional packages inside of the Linux shell and how you are able to use man pages. Alright, in this lecture I'll explain you structure of every command. And every command may have arguments and options. And options may be typed using two dashes or just a single dash. And let me talk about that in this lecture. And first command I'll enter here is ls-help. With this option --help, you are also able to get help about a specific command. Let's do that. And here I see following output, and in this output I see also list of available options I'm able to use along with ls command. And you are able to use either ls-help or man ls. And usually in most cases man command will give you more information about a specific command. And if I'll enter man ls here, I'll get similar output with all options like -a, -b and so on, but in a more structured way. Alright, let's exit from this output and let's clear terminal and let's now type uname --help. And with this command you could get help about uname command, and this command is used for getting information about software version of the Linux computer you are currently in. Let's press enter, and here I see list of all options I am able to use along with uname command. And notice that there are short versions of some options and long versions. Short version always has only single dash, and it contains only one character, like -a, -s, -r, and so on. Some short options have corresponding long versions, like --all, and that means that you are able to use either -a short version or --all long version. Some long options, like --help, don't have corresponding short version analog. And that's why I am not able to enter uname -h, I will simply get error, invalid option h. That's because such option is not available. And in order to get list of all options, shell suggests me to use uname --help. And that's what we have used before. Or you could use man uname command. Great. You could combine short options like -n, -r, -v. And you could enter them in following way. Uname -m. And next you could enter -p. And we have used two different options separately. Let's press enter and I get following output. You could combine short versions of different options, and you could simply enter uname -mp like this. Press enter and result is the same. Order here does not matter. You could enter -pm and result will be the same. You could combine, of course, more than two different options, and in such case with uname command I could add additional option like o. Let's do that. Uname -pmo. Let's press enter and result will be different from previous outputs. Here is output with options p and m, and here is output when we have added additional o option. And that means that options impact how command will be interpreted. And you may get different results with different options. And again, in summary, every option could be used either in long format like --machine, --processor, and some long versions have corresponding short analogs like -m and -p. Let's get similar information about another command. Let me clear terminal and type here host name -- help. It is another Linux command, and you'll see that in such case with this command hostname you are able to use different options like alias, boot, domain, file, and so on. And notice that in such case all long versions of those options have corresponding short versions like -a or --alias, -A or --all fqdns, and so on. Please notice that all options and arguments in commands are case sensitive. That's why here this option and this option are completely two different options. Please keep that in mind. Alright, that's our options. Let's for example use option -i, like hostname -i. And with this option I get IP address of this computer, of this container. And without that option I'll get hostname of this computer. And here you'll see hostname that is the same as hostname here after @sign. And it is a hostname of this container. Alright, that's how you could use short versions of different options. Let me try to enter long corresponding version of the same option -i, and this option is here, -- all IP addresses. Let me copy this option and enter host name and paste copied option. And I get same result as with this command, hostname -i or hostname -- all IP addresses. But please note that you are not able to combine long versions of options. For example, you couldn't combine this option and this option just in one option. You'll get definitely an error. Let's try that. Hostname -- all IP addresses, and next let's concatenate IP address option like this. Paste it directly here after all IP addresses, and of course I'll get an error. Actually, I need to scroll up in order to find this error. Here it is, unrecognized option. And in such case, if you want to use long versions of different options, you need to use them separately. Let me do that. Let me go one level up in history. Actually, for that you could use up and down arrows in order to move in history of commands. And here, let me add space and add -- IP address like this. Press enter, and now I get response. Alright, that's how you could use different options, and you could combine them if you use short versions. And recap that I have started this container with two different options I and t. And I have entered command docker run -it. And I was able to use them separately, -i space -t. It is same as -it. Alright, that's our options for commands. But what are arguments and how you are able to use arguments along with commands? Let me talk about that after the small pause. I'll see you next. Bye bye.